Right, we're still tipping along. It's 1:30 in the afternoon, so we're about 7 hours out of Fuerteventura, and I don't know whether the camera will pick this up, but I have a feeling that right there in front is Gran Canaria. I can see it with my new eyes. I can see it. Gran Canaria. So we're approaching our berth for the night in Gran Canaria, a place called Pesito Blanco. And it's a little marina there, and we booked it. We booked it actually 2 days ago. We were supposed to be there last night, but then last night got fucked up because of that shit marina in Fuerteventura. So we couldn't leave until today, so we headed off the crack this morning, and here we are. We're about an hour from it, and we were just saying the two of us are absolutely wrecked. We had that hole of a place last night up against a dock wall, and when the tide went down, dropped 2 meters, we were about 8 feet from the top of the wall. There was no getting off the boat at low tide. We could have dropped the dinghy, like we just couldn't be arsed. And anyway, we had high tide at bedtime again, so we were able to get the dog out for a walk, do our business, and then off to bed. And when we got up this morning, I woke, don't ask me what woke me, at about 5 o'clock, 4:30, and I thought, sweet Jesus, if I don't make the lines slip lines, we'll never get at them, because I couldn't get up that wall. I only barely got up it as it was. Got up, we did all that, then went back to bed. We lay there for about 3/4 of an hour, and I thought, fuck it, let's just get up and go. So we did. And here we are, and we're glad that we did, because it's still daylight, and with an hour to go, I think the sun will probably last just about that long, and we'll be coming in. There's daylight anyway, even after it goes down. And we're wrecked, aren't we?
Yeah, we're wrecked.
Yeah, because the night before Moro Juble, which was the name of that place, we were in Palangeta, Caragelo, at the northern end of Fuerteventura, and we were at anchor there, and that was like, I mean, think rodeo bull, you know. It wasn't quite that bad now, but it was bad enough to get up every hour or two just to check, make sure you weren't dragging the anchor and shit like that. And we were there 2 nights. Kind of, it was the same boat nights really. It was probably a little better the second night, was it? A little better. I mean, we used to have to trying to get into the dinghy to go ashore, like to get a drink, get a bit of dinner was just, I mean, it was horrendous. It was a hazard. But we managed. And the night before that, we were in Playa Blanca, and that wasn't really great either, to be honest. These anchorages are, yeah, anything we've seen so far, Fuerteventura, well, and of course everything is kind of on the west or south-north coast, and there's a gap there between Fuerteventura and Lanza that the current runs through. So you had a swell right through that gap, so it didn't matter whether you were at the north end of one island or the south of the other. It was the same swell. It was terrible. Anyway, we don't give a shit. We reckon we're going to sleep the sleep of the dead tonight. We're really looking forward to it. It's going to be great. We're going to get in. We have a bit of pork on there. We're going to have dinner first, and then off out for a stroll around and a drinkies, because we think we deserve it.
We do.
We do deserve it. I'm sure we do. We had a great sail over here today. It was 12 hours all told, and we sailed the first 6-7 hours, and then after that we had to moor because, as you can see, there's no wind. The wind was forecast, but it's all behind the boat, and it's just, nah, it's no good. Right, bye-bye. Right, well, we're going to lose this race because we got to get past that lighthouse, but that sun ain't going to wait for us. He's done. He's on the way down, and that's all she wrote. You'll have to go in twilight. It's a hive of activity here this morning. It's our first morning in Puerto Blanco. We arrived in last night just after dark, and there was no answer from anybody. The usual kind of carry on, we're getting used to it. And because there was no one around, we didn't know where to go. We went over there, where that little red and white yacht is right now. Right there. And he arrived in this morning, he had that place booked. So we had to move out to let him in. And but we had a berth booked as well, so we're over here at the big boat end. And there was a boat right there, our neighbour, he just moved. He's gone over there to get fuel. And this little one here is heading off out, I think. Maybe they're waiting for fuel as well. Maybe looking for a spot. That's a tinted. It's really nice here, isn't it? Jesus, it's huge. It's a huge one. So we came in from out there last night after motoring 6 hours. Because we only got the first 6 hours of wind, and today it's blowing a super gale again. It's not fair. We should have had this wind yesterday, and it's in the same direction and all. It would have blown us from Fuerteventura straight across. Gorgeous here, isn't it? Giorgio, Tommy, they're all here. It was fantastic. Fella doing the business outside. Gorgeous place. You gotta hum this. There's a sign there. It says that it's 26 degrees. 26. There we go, 26. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Oh, it's Christmas. It's Christmas time. And there's the view again of Puerto Blanco. We came in off this sea.
Amazing.
It is amazing. Right, we're going to go back a lot, get a drink. The intrepid explorers have decided to take an off the beaten path from Maspalomas to Playa del Ingles. And this appears to be the route. We have no idea why it's so elaborate. It's a pathway along, and it looks like the walls of perhaps Jurassic Park. We haven't seen a single dinosaur yet, not one. Ooh, it's been a long time. Playa del Ingles. Ciao, ciao. Well, the very first summer holiday I ever had, kiddies were only tots. Lisa was about what? 6? Michael was 2.
Yeah,
and we stayed here in a place called the Euro Palace, which we might see yet if we keep walking, but I think it's a good bit down the strip. We mightn't make it that far, we'll see. Place has got a buzz to it. Bit more down market now than Maspalomas for sure, but like, it's gorgeous. I love it. And now we're going to stop and get a drink because we're after walking for about an hour. Lisa Campion, do you remember these sand dunes? Yourself and Michael, you were only tots. And we dragged a buggy down here, across those sand dunes and down onto the beach. Oh my god, long time ago. Hey dude, you looking at me? You looking at me? Not really. Still Playa del Ingles, just. There's so many levels to this place. No, here's the walk we remember. Happy Christmas, everybody.
Christmas.
It's Christmas Day, babe. In Maspalomas. Christmas Day. Haha. 25th of December 2022. Here we are. We're back down by this lighthouse again. Most beautiful day. Tide's in. Sea looks a bit lively today. And a lovely full beach of people. Look at this. And they all just taking the sun. Let's get the feet wet. Woohoo! Sweet Jesus, it's only beautiful. Rough down this end today though. We'll have to wait for the tide to go out before we can sit on the beach properly. We're kind of parked up there. Look, there's ourselves. And the small fella's tucked in behind his buggy. Trying to keep a low profile because, as far as we know, dogs aren't allowed on the beaches. As far as we know. It is only gorgeous. All good. Have walkies in the surf. Happy Christmas, Mrs. C.
Happy Christmas, everybody.
Yeah, happy Christmas. Happy Christmas, everybody. Hope you have a great day. Bye-bye. Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Go on. So there's a little beach right next to Pasito Blanco. And we're down onto it this morning because we're going to attempt to walk all the way along that rocky beach to Maspalomas, which is way over there where that lighthouse is. Let's have a go. Alright, Mrs. C. Out for a hike? You intrepid explorers hiking across this black beach. Let's see how far we get. I think we'll make it. There's the anchorage here at Pasito Blanco. A bit rolly this morning for them, but they've had a beautiful few days. We didn't come out because the forecast for tomorrow is pretty bad. And you know, we really enjoyed Christmas Eve, Christmas, St. Stephen's Day, all in there. It's just lovely. You just tie up, you can forget all about it, head off for the day. It's kind of nothing like it really, it's great. Holiday mode. Hey, so we made it. We popped out from that corner over there. We're on Melaneros Beach, which is at the other end of the Maspalomas promenade, which is up there. That's where we're going to go next. All little restaurants and bars. We had our Christmas dinner in that last one there last night. our last videos there, you probably saw where we got stuck against a rocky wall in Morro Jable. Well, this could have been us. This motorboat here got blown up onto the rocks outside here just on the beach, and they had this crane. They brought in a crane to lift it out up over this wall to rescue it, and it's after getting a fair old battering, like there's chunks taken out of it, and they lifted it from the sea, which is very rough. It's been a very rough night. There's bits of the boat down there, japers, and the seat of it is in there, look, washed up on the beach. I mean, that could have been the whole thing. And those lads are at anchor. It wouldn't be them now today. I mean, that's rough. The wind is blowing about 30 to 40 miles an hour. Not good, is it? Not good. That's terrible to see that. Mangalid. What a pity, eh? Ooh, 3 o'clock in the morning. And I woke